Reality of Wrestling's official YouTube channel for this special presentation of Lucha Libre in Texas City. As we are all still going through the COVID-19 pandemic, unfortunately, Reality of Wrestling has not been able to put on live shows. So what we did is we went to the vaults. A few months ago, we had a very special edition of the Reality of Wrestling at the World Gym Arena called Lucha Libre in Texas City. This footage was never intended to be aired anywhere, but we thought for a very special treat, we would bring you that full show in its entirety here on the Reality Wrestling YouTube channel, Lucha Libre in Texas City. This is a very special show, and you're going to see some very special action, including the Bear, Ruthless Ryan Davidson in action. The Reality of Wrestling Diamonds Division Champion Roxy and Alex Grassi are going to team together. Also, we will see Brian Keith lead his team against Gino and his team in a 6-man, 2 out of 3 falls main event. A lot of incredible action going on here tonight. So without further ado, let's bring you that very special show live here on the Reality of Wrestling. We're going to be interacting with you as you watch this show. We're going to be responding to super chats. All donations are very much appreciated to the Reality of Wrestling of the YouTube channel. So let's get it started. This is Lucha Libre in Texas City. Welcome to a special edition of the Reality of Wrestling. I am Brad Gilmore. Here we are at a special Lucha show here exclusively to the Reality of Wrestling channel. There you see him, the first ever Grand Slam champion in Reality of Wrestling history, the Bear, Ryan Davidson, making his way to the ring here at the World Gym Arena. We know Ryan Davidson has had his issues with Brian Keith here in the past, but he is still double belted, the Wildcat and Hurricane Pro heavyweight champion of the world. And here's his opponent, Estrella Galactica. Very exciting Lucha Libre performer making his debut here in the World Gym Arena, and you're going to see a lot of fresh new faces here tonight on the show. It doesn't matter if the announcer says Ryan Davidson's name in English or Spanish. For some reason, he gets the same reaction from the World Gym Arena. Now the opening bell is sounded. Ryan Davidson, smile on the Bear's face. He must like the size advantage that he holds over Galactica. Collar elbow tie up. Ryan Davidson showing off his power there in the early going. Ryan Davidson being here in Texas, wrestling all over the great state. He is no stranger to the Lucha Libre style. World Gym Arena, though, again, not a fan of the Bear. And now Galactica is going to have to figure out how he's going to get the one-up on the first ever Grand Slam champion in Reality of Wrestling history. And he's going to have to do it just like that. Side headlock. Bear just manhandling Galactica. You see his strength. Oh! Big shoulder block. It looks like it hurt Galactica more than it hurt Ryan Davidson. Oh! Oh! A couple big shots by Ryan. Oh, but nobody's home. Galactica gets out of the way. He's going to have to do a lot more of that, using his swiftness, his ability, his agility And a big chop to the chest, followed by its twin. Oh, look at that. Galactica was going to go for something high risk. And you know what they say about high risk? Oh. Tilt-a-whirl there. Ryan Davison caught his jaw in the middle rope. Going for it again. Oh. And he hits that second turnbuckle. Ryan Davison might be on dream streak as Galactica goes up to the top again. And this time it works. Cover 1, 2, and a kick out after 2. Ryan Davison must reassess his game plan here this evening. Oh, wait a minute. Turning Galactica inside out the bear. Reassuring his dominance. Oh, and some cheap boots to the upper chest. And some closed fist. Referee needs to get control of Ryan Davison. We know he has a temper. Big clothesline to the corner there. We know Ryan Davison always looking for that bear lariat that has won him so many championships in his illustrious career and in this very building. It was around this time last year that Ryan Davison outlasted 19 other guys to win that Reality of Wrestling championship. Look at that. The crowd counting along. Ryan Davison, such strength, holding him up there still as can be. Oh my goodness. Going on 30 seconds, Ryan Davison has held him in this one position. And he drops him. All the blood rushing to the head for nearly half a minute. And now a cover. And a kicked out by Galactica. Ryan Davison, though, knew he wasn't going to get the victory there. He just wanted to prove. Oh, look at that. An elbow right to the forehead. Now some quick shots from Galactica. It doesn't look like they have a whole lot on him. But those chops seem to be somewhat effective. Oh, big shoulder block by ruthless Ryan Davison. And another pin. Another kick out by Galactica. Galactica's got a fighting spirit. He has that Lucha Libre spirit. You're going to have to do a whole hell of a lot more to him if you're going to expect a 3 count. And Ryan Davison doing right now a submission hold. This is very smart by Ryan Davison. Try to wear out the gas tank of Galactica. If he does not have anything left in the reserves, he cannot perform those high-risk, high-flying moves that he likes to do as this crowd tries to give him a little energy. Ryan Davison, sleeper hold, but Galactica turns it into a jawbuster, and now he's feeling it. Chopping the big man down the side, drop kick. Ryan Davison shaking up a little bit as Galactica makes his comeback. Oh, through the legs, holds onto the wrist of Ryan Davison. Look at this. Oh, sling blade, going for the cover here. 1, 2. Might have started counting a little bit before both shoulders were down. Nevertheless, Ryan Davison kicks out after the 2. But Galactica is still in the driver's seat in this thing. Oh! Drop toe hold to the second turnbuckle. And now, running bulldog there, a little stratisfaction. Another kick out by Ryan Davison. Galactica's got to be thinking, what do I need to do at this point to put the big man down? And I think that he just had a brainstorm because he's going sky high like SpaceX is Galactica on the top rope. Oh, but a right hand right to the jaw by Ryan Davidson. Ryan placing him on that top turnbuckle. He said, I'm going to throw him down to the floor. He's going to go for a choke slam off the middle rope. Galactica fights him off, gets back up there. Oh! 1, 2. Another kick out after 2. Ryan Davidson has always been able to overcome challenges, whether it be by the best ways or not. But oh, look at that! Look at that! A big power bomb by the Bear! And a Davidson driver! That's got to be all if he can make the cover! 1, 2, and a kick out after 2! Galactica kicks out of the Davidson driver, and Ryan Davidson's face matches all the ones in the World Gym Arena. We cannot believe that was not a 3 count. Wow! Incredible recovery by Estrella Galactica as Ryan Davidson is looking for something. He's got those championship belts from Wildcat and Hurricane Pro as he gets back in the ring with both of them. I said that he's always figured out a way to overcome challenges by any means. Oh, but the belt just went to the dome of the big man. And Galactica's got a second win here. Oh! We might need a third one after that. Oh, wait a minute, a DDT! A DDT! Oh my gosh, he got the win! Galactica got the win! Well, just like Pluto, Ryan Davidson has been knocked out of the solar system by Galactica. A big win here in his World Gym Arena debut, and what a way to kick off the action. Here at this special Lucha Libre show at the World Gym Arena.
An accident in the 21st century presents an entirely new set of challenges. From self-driving cars to failures in new safety technology, if you've been injured in a car accident, you need a 21st century lawyer. After all, you have to make your case here before you can win it here. Injured? Choose the smart lawyer. Call Walker Texas Lawyer now and download the Walker Texas Lawyer app.
Well, here we go. Some women's wrestling action here at the World Gym Arena. Micah Madrid, who we've seen here before as a part of the Ladies Night Out specials. She's stepping back inside the Reality Wrestling ring for a little tag team action. Like her tag team partner tonight, Promise Braxton, the trainee of Booker T, somebody who is still in the early stages of their career but shows a hell of a lot of promise. Does she live up to her name? Somebody who has an all-about-me attitude. It'll be interesting to see her work in a team dynamic. Her and Mike Madrid still have one thing on their mind, that's to get the W here tonight. here she is, the former Reality of Wrestling Diamonds Division Champion, the Pink Dream, Alex Gracia, stepping inside the World Gym Arena for this tag team contest tonight. Name from San Antonio, definitely has roots in the Lucha Libre style. Trained by Rudy Boy Gonzalez. Well, we talked about the former champion. Here's the current champion, the Prodigy, Roxy. Recently graduating from high school, and is the current Reality of Wrestling Diamonds Division Champion, making her the youngest champion in our company's history. Alex Gracia and Roxy have great chemistry, but as opponents, it'll be interesting to see the chemistry they have as tag team partners this evening. Well, Isaac Bouillon checking the boots of both ladies, making sure everything is good to go. All right, and it looks like everything's clear to go. There's the opening bell. Looks like Micah Madrid and the Diamonds champion Roxy, as you hear the crowd chant her name. The World Gym Arena loves Roxy, as does everybody. She has made quite the career for herself, winning a championship at such a young age before even walking across the stage at graduation. Micah, more experienced of the two. Interesting pin attempt, kick out after two. Roxy barely able to get that right shoulder up. Micah Madrid, definitely a mat technician, a veteran of the game, but Roxy in a little reversal of her own. Doesn't have it in there as tight as Micah had. Micah countering Roxy. A little chain wrestling to start off this tag team contest in the Diamonds division. Rock takeover, now a head scissors by Micah Madrid. Roxy extending the right hand. Always a great show of sport from Laredo, Texas. Micah Madrid, shocker there. Not taking too kindly of Roxy's show of sportsmanship. Side headlock here. Roxy able to outpower. Oh my Lord! What a chop by the Prodigy! Up top, rolls her down. You know, Micah Madrid. Oh, wait a minute. Countering her weight. Roxy, though, rolls it through. Still has the upper hand. Oh, and knees to the face. Going for the cover. One. Kick out after two. Looked like it might have been 1 3/4. Micah Madrid goes to the corner and tags in Promise Braxton. Roxy looking back to her corner. Looks like Alex Gracia wants to get in the mix. Oh, no, wait. Roxy says, let me take it. I'm the champ. I'm going to show everybody why. Promise Braxton, though, in my observations of her, has all the tools needed to make it to the next level here in reality wrestling or any company for that matter. It's all about getting her reps in at this point. It's one thing to do it in the training gym in the back. It's another one to do it under the bright lights of the World Gym Arena. And this is a great opportunity for herself to show everybody what she's made of. Roxy, I've never seen that before. Tagged in Alex Gracia with her foot. Gracia, look at that, beautiful, beautiful arm drag by the Pink Dream. And Alex Gracia, a big smile on her face as the World Gym Arena chants her name. The Row Nation loves Alex Gracia. All four of these women so sharp, so talented, have all the ability in the world. And now a little test of strength action. And oh, grabs the leg from under. I think the veteran Alex Gracia showing the rookie a couple moves here. And grabs her by the wrist again. Fingers interlocked as Gracia gets up to the top. Beautiful springboard. Well, the Pink Dream might have Promise Braxton on Dream Street. Oh, and a beautiful drop kick. Gracia executing everything to perfection tonight. Now, wait a minute. Looks like she was going outside, but a little fake out on Promise Braxton. Oh, mind games there by the former champ of Micah Madrid with a big lariat. And the referee, Isaac Bouillon, needs to get control of this. Gets up to a count of 4, and now the champ, Roxy, coming in. Micah Madrid, the biggest of the four women, a lot of power behind those forearms. As the champ goes to the outside, Roxy trying to get her bearings. Oh, double clothesline there by Micah Madrid and Promise Braxton. Isaac Bouillon needs to get these rules back in order as a cover to Promise. Kick out after 2 for Alex Gracia. Oh. Big right hand. Looks like Gracia really feeling that one. Laid her out flat. Promise might have missed an opportunity to capitalize. They had gone for the cover there. Veteran-like instincts, though, by Alex Gracia rolling to the outside. Catch a breather. As I say, get her bearings back together. Wait a minute, looking for that tarantula. Does she have it? Shades of Tajiri. A tarantula there as Alex Gracia now back in the ring. Sending Promise Braxton into that top turnbuckle. Promise ducks it. Big left-handed chop by the upstart. And I got to say, Promise Braxton and Micah Madrid doing very good as a tag team here during this match, cutting the ring in half, not allowing the fresh woman to get in, and great double team maneuver there. Some trash talk from Promise to Roxy, and Roxy not having any of it. Oh! Oh, man, and a big clubbing blow there from Promise Braxton. Definitely a massive German suplex, releasing the champ. And Promise Braxton, she would have been there a second earlier, might have been able to get a 3 count and pin the Reality of Wrestling Diamonds Division champion. Promise looks like she's bringing Roxy to the corner, trying to get a tag from Micah. Tag to the back there, line tag. Micah comes in, roll up here. 1, 2, kick out after 2. Roxy, you can definitely tell, is feeling the effects of the beating that she's taken from Micah Madrid and Promise Braxton. World Gym Arena always behind her, but will it be enough for her to get a second win here tonight at our Lucha Libre extravaganza? Roxy looked like she was trying to get to her feet, unable to do so. And Promise Braxton coming back in, another tag from this team of Promise and Micah Madrid. Very smart strategy. Oh! Looks like Gracia might have been hit there by Roxy inadvertently when she was whipped into the corner. And another tag here as Micah Madrid comes in, and a boom, a big shot, cheap shot from Promise Braxton to prevent any interference from Alex Gracia. But she just welcomed the interference. Alex was a little late there to save Roxy, now put herself in harm's way. Oh! Back elbow from Roxy, cross body from Alex Gracia. Oh! Roxy goes for the cover, that might be all. And Micah there at the very last second after a great series of double team maneuvers from the team of Roxy and Alex Gracia. Stereo Irish whips into the corner. Oh! And knees to both the women's faces in a double pin here. And a double kick out. Very interesting format of tag team wrestling here this evening. An elite style, light on tags but high on action. Now, looking for a double suplex. But it looks like Promise Braxton and Micah Madrid blocked it. And now Roxy and Gracia on the receiving end. For two teams who have never worked together here in the Reality of Wrestling arena, they would... Wait a minute. And another double roll-up. Oh, and they got the victory! Well, before I can even finish my thought, the former and current Reality of Wrestling Diamonds Division champions were able to get the quick win on Promise Braxton and Micah Madrid. And as they are over there complaining to the referee, it's not going to change the result of this one. The Pink Dream and the Prodigy victorious.
For over 13 years, the King of Solar Screens has been an industry leader, and we proudly use 100% American-made products. Home of the $55 any size, any color solar screen.
Well, what about arches?
$55.
What about circles?
$55.
What about rectangles?
$55, $55,
$55.
Any size, any color, installed free. The king of solar screens, on time, every time.
Now can you dig that, sucker?
Making their entrance here in the World Gym Arena, recently winning those Reality of Wrestling Tag Team Championships. Aiden Cristiano, Diego de la Cruz, Jonathan Vega. A very well-oiled unit. Still waiting on that Christmas album from Diego de la Cruz, former member of the Kenosha Kickers. And we are in for a treat, ladies and gentlemen, a 2 out of 3 falls match in a 6-man tag team format. We're going to see La Familia against Hijo del Monje Negro, Maldad, and Clone X. Go. 2 out of 3 falls. Reality Wrestling Tag Team Champions La Familia have really come together strong as a unit as of late. They're thinking singularly and they're acting collectively. One of the greatest factions that we've seen here in Reality of Wrestling. 2 out of 3 falls. This is going to be an interesting encounter as Isaac Bouillon tries to get everything together. And listen to this. The Row Nation behind La Familia. Looks like these 3 luchadors don't want anything to do with the Reality of Wrestling Tag Team Champions. Come on, guys, y'all didn't travel all the way to Texas City to not fight. And I know La Familia came looking to scrap. Oh, wait a minute. Maldad hit in the ring. There's Hijo Negro. Clone X trying to get the sneak attack on La Familia. Did not work. The crowd just wants to see a brawl. They don't even want to see a 2 out of 3 falls wrestling match. And it looks like Jonathan Vega and Hijo Negro are going to start this up. Here we Jonathan Vega, been around for a long time, finally got his hands on Reality of Wrestling Gold as a tag team champion. And Hijo del Monte Negro has Jonathan Vega in a very precarious position here, tying him up. Vega grabbing on the luchador's mask. Big no-no. But whatever you got to do to get the advantage, that's what La Familia does. Vega against the ropes. Negro ducks down. Oh! Sends him out of the ring. Does Jonathan Vega, standing tall, is Texas's own. Longtime veteran, Lucha Libre, won many championships in his illustrious career. First time in Texas City, Texas. And he's taking on Diego de la Cruz, who might be the most polished athlete we have in Reality of Wrestling. Size, physique, quickness, agility, ability. He's got it all. And add on to that, the Reality of Wrestling Tag Team Champions. Cover. Cover, half count, not even a full one. And X and Cruz. Neither man getting the better of the other. Now X extending the right hand. You have to wonder if his intentions are pure. Well, he's shaking hands of his teammates there. Not sure if that counted as a tag or not. And yep, there you go, Diego de la Cruz. Falling victim to the veterans' mind games. Oh, a beautiful kick right to the bottom of the chin. These two chasing after one another. Diego de la Cruz, beautiful drop kick, kicking. Throwing X all the way out of the ring. X with a little bit of a limp there. And now Maldad coming in. Aiden Cristiano, the leader of La Familia, and Maldad in the center of the ring. Maldad, another longtime veteran of this sport. Maldad, English translation, literally means evil. So I'm not sure if his intentions are pure. Two spikes on the top of his mask might tell you something. And look, he just falls out to the outside. And Aiden Cristiano, the veteran, wants to capitalize on it. Oh, he's going to go shoot into the outside. Caught himself at the last second. The smarts of Aiden Cristiano, the former Reality Wrestling champion. And now, Lon X and Hijo and Maldad all put in the boots for one of the most decorated athletes in Reality of Wrestling history. And Isaac Bouillon has lost control. No shock there. Seems to be the theme of the night. And Aiden Cristiano rolls to the outside, getting out of harm's way smartly. And now the rest of La Familia coming in for this 2-on-3 attack. Oh! 2 out of 3 falls match is commonplace in Lucha Libre wrestling. So is the 6-man tag. So you have to think that as great of a unit, what is this? Maldad and Cristiano. What is going on here? Triple team moves. Oh! Throws him right down on his face. And a fall has been awarded to the three luchadores. The three luchadores scored the first fall here at the Lucha Libre in Texas City. Can the tag team champions recover? Now they're going to have to go the full way, get back-to-back falls. We'll be right back here in a second on Reality of Wrestling.
The recklessness of another person can change your life in an instant, and the impact of these decisions can last a lifetime. If you or a loved one have been injured in an automobile crash as the result of someone else's negligence, who will be looking out for you? Walker, Texas Lawyer. Call him now at 713-552-1117 and visit the website walkertexaslawyer.com.
Here we are back here on the Reality of Wrestling at our special Lucha Libre and Texas City show. La Familia losing the first fall to the three luchadors. And now, here we are, fall number 2. Oh, wait a minute. Looks like Jonathan Vega might have pulled a hamstring there getting back into the ring. Oh, there goes Iho with a back elbow. Oh, Clone with a back elbow. Now Maldad with a lariat. Oh, drop kick by Maldad on Jonathan Vega. And already, La Familia finding themselves in a precarious position. Oh, wait a minute. Come on, referee, you got to get control of this contest. Son of the Black Monk and Clone X and Maldad triple teaming Aiden Cristiano as Jonathan Vega is laying down on the outside, and Diego de la Cruz has yet to be tagged back into this match, trying to catch a breather himself. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, my goodness. Well, the jewels of La Familia not feeling too great. And now Diego de la Cruz is the next victim of this incredible triple threat of these three luchadors who have all the experience in the world making their Reality of Wrestling debuts over one of the most dominant factions we've ever had. I mean, they are bringing the fight to La Familia when at first we thought they were afraid of them. It was anything but mental warfare by these three luchadors. Look at that. Oh! Right to the huevos of Diego de la Cruz. Oh! And double knees to the face of Jonathan Vega. Looks like La Familia could very well conceivably lose back-to-back falls and therefore lose the entire contest. As Maldad and Aiden Cristiano now one-on-one inside the squared circle, and a big overhand right-handed chop to the chest. Frequent tags, not allowing the fresh man in, but at this point, I don't think there is a fresh man between all three members of La Familia. And Clone X, again, hitting Aiden Cristiano. Maldad hitting Aiden Cristiano. Incredible sight we're seeing. Such a dominant tag team has La Familia been in recent months, and they're being completely dominated by these three luchadors. Reality Wrestling Nation trying to get their favorite tag team back into this match. And if anybody can do it, is Aiden Cristiano. We have seen him have some of the most incredible matches here in the world, Jim Arena. Who could forget his steel cage match for the Reality Wrestling Championship against Gino? All the Lucha Extrema matches. And X just biting on the fingers of El Jefe, Aiden Cristiano. Hijo back inside, teeing off on Aiden Cristiano. Some knees to the rib cage. Oh! And that one might have been real close there. Looked like it might have been to the upper inner thigh of Aiden Cristiano. But again, a complete domination of La Familia. It's something like I have never seen. As Jonathan Vega's trying to get involved, Isaac Bouillon now trying to implement some sort of rules here in this match as he gets control over this back turn. These three men are triple teaming Aiden Cristiano once again. Oh, but a boot to the face. Another boot to the face. And a huracanada by Jonathan Vega. Diving arm drag to Maldad from Diego de la Cruz. Tilt the world backbreaker by Aiden Cristiano. And another one. This might be La Familia's chance. He catches Maldad. Looking for it. Oh, wait a minute. Rolls him through. And he gets the second fall. Wait a minute.
For over 13 years, the King of Solar Screens has been an industry leader, and we proudly use 100% American-made products. Trust the King with your castle. You'll be glad you did.
Now I know you can dig that.
There you have it, Houston.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you're joining us back here in this six-man, 2 out of 3 falls match, La Familia rallying back. That was only counted for 1 fall, what you saw there before the commercial break. Referee Isaac Bouillon making the official decision that this match continues into the 3rd fall. As Jonathan Vega and Hijo del Monte Negro. Oh! Jonathan Vega off the top. La Familia really catching their second wind here. Jonathan Vega trying to fight off 2 luchadors at the same time, doing a great job of it with some big high kicks to the rib cages of both luchadors. And what is he doing here? Springboard, turns him over. Wow, incredible. Oh, Jonathan Vega making Hijo hit Clone X out of the ring. Obviously inadvertently, but Jonathan Vega playing at a high level here. Huracanada sending now the other man out of the ring, and he's standing by himself in the middle of the squared circle. Diego de la Cruz feeding off the energy of the World Gym Arena. Oh man, like a big punt kick to the rib cage of Clone X. That might be all. Wow. Surprised that Diego didn't seize on that opportunity. Moving out of the way of Clone X, a kick to the back. Throws him under the bottom rope there. La Familia still in the power position here, as here comes Aiden Cristiano, a cornerstone of this company, former television champion, former Reality of Wrestling champion and current tag team champion. He and Maldad are just staring at one another. Oh, and a big chop to the chest. Aiden Cristiano returns the favor and asks for another from Maldad. Low kick there. Chop in the wood. Is Maldad to Aiden Cristiano. Knocks him down with a big shoulder block. Leapfrog there. Both these men not getting the advantage over the other. Oh, what was that? Beautiful head scissor tilt-a-whirl by Aiden Cristiano on Maldad. Cristiano landed on the apron. Shoulder block, looking for that sunset flip here. Oh, wait a minute, just flips over Maldad. Runs into the ropes, and a beautiful hurricanrana sending Maldad by here the announce table. Aiden Cristiano is looking to fly again. Not the case, as the leader La Familia goes to the outside. Wait a minute. Jonathan Vega, Diego de la Cruz, in stereo, couple suicide dives to the outside. Oh! Big kick there from Aiden Cristiano. Now it's one-on-one. This is where Aiden Cristiano thrives. And I think he might now get his opportunity to fly here as Aiden Cristiano goes up to the top rope, or middle rope, moonsault. Moonsault to Maldad on the outside right here in the World Gym Arena. Incredible athleticism this late in the game. Now trading his shots. La Familia. Beautiful. Double hurricanrana, double pin. And they get the win. La Familia officially gets the win here at the World Gym Arena. The Reality of Wrestling Tag Team Champions stand up tall on their home court here in Texas City, Texas. A back and forth match. They go back to back in their falls to secure the victory for the home team. This team continues to be on a roll here at the Reality of Wrestling. What will the future hold for these three? Is there a team that can stop La Familia? We have more Lucha Libre action and another 6-man tag. 2 out of 3 falls match is going to be our main event, and it is coming up next here at Lucha Libre in Texas City.
An accident in the 21st century presents an entirely new set of challenges. From self-driving cars to failures in new safety technology, if you've been injured in a car accident, you need a 21st century lawyer. After all, you have to make your case here before you can win it here. Injured? Choose the smart lawyer. Call Walker Texas Lawyer now and download the Walker Texas Lawyer app.
Well, here we go. 2 out of 3 falls action. As a man who is no stranger to the Reality of Wrestling, El Mascara is back at the World Gym Arena
And I still have a suspicion that he might be Scandinavian. But nevertheless, El Mascara, back here at the World Gym. And I'm excited to see him. And here comes his tag team partner, Skyline. A lot of energy from this young man. Has made his name in Mexico, has traveled the world. And now he finds himself in the World Gym Arena. Look at the athleticism of Skyline. We know that music. The Lone Ranger of the Row, donning his own luchador mask. He is the Reality of Wrestling champion, Brian Keith. What a role Brian Keith has been on in late 2019 going into 2020. We never could have predicted that Brian Keith would be the Reality of Wrestling champion, going nearly a half a decade between title reigns in this company, and now he is the #1 guy. Most recently, we saw him team up with the founder of Reality of Wrestling, Booker T, in an 8-man tag team match. Now he finds himself back in the World Gym in 6-man tag action, except this time, 2 out of 3 fall. Comes an interesting man, Sahibran, actually the first trainer of the youngest Reality of Wrestling champion in history, Gino, the Latin heartthrob. Of course, Gino has great roots going back to Mexico in the Lucha Libre style. His father, the late great El Sangranario. Sahibran, his first trainer. Here comes their partner, Estelares Jr. Estelares literally meaning stellar in the English language. And if you go look at game tape of this guy, he lives up to his name, an incredible competitor. And there he is. Davino, Gino, one of the faces here in Reality of Wrestling. Gino won the Reality of Wrestling Championship at the very, very young age of 19. Uh-oh, and a sign. You know what Gino likes to do with these signs. And there it goes. Gino tearing up the signs of the fans here at the World Gym Arena, blowing on that other fans. He cares about no one. He respects no one. He wants one thing: wants the money. Because once you get the money, then you get the power. Then you get the woman. Gino is one of the best reality wrestling talents that has ever come out of the World Gym. You ask Booker T who are his surprise pupils. He doesn't talk about the Usos. He doesn't talk about Ember Moon. He doesn't talk about Rex Andrews. The first name that comes out of his mouth is that man right there, Gino Medina. Gino, of course, has had his feuds with El Mascara. He's had his feuds with Brian Keith. Talk about arrogance personified. And I'm sure his tag team partners share that same trait. Here we are in your main event here at Lucha Libre in Texas City. A 6-man, 2 out of 3 falls match. And El Mascara and Gino look like they might start this out. And here we go. Haven't seen El Mascara in quite some time. In over 27 months since his last appearance in the World Gym Arena. Be interesting to see how he's improved his game. Still as agile as ever, obviously. He's been traveling the world, wrestling all around the great country of Mexico, traveling across seas, wrestling in Spain, Argentina. El Mascara is a world traveler. But Gino is perhaps in the best shape that I have ever seen him in since I've known this man. Gino, oh! Beautiful move right there. Oh! And a big chop. Of course, Gino patterns himself not only after his father, El Sanguinario, not only after his trainer, Booker T, but also after the Texas wrestling legend, Eddie Guerrero, the WWE Hall of Famer. As I'm sure most of the men here tonight do. How could you not love Eddie Guerrero? Oh! And a big kick there by Estelares Jr. Now Skyline getting involved in the action. Oh! Head scissor takeover. Sending him to the outside of the ring. And Sahibran making his presence known against the reality wrestling champion, Brian Keith. Sahibran has been wrestling for nearly 2 decades. Oh! He's a well-respected trainer in his home country of Mexico and actually all across the southern United States. You can see his influence on so many luchadors. And Estelares tripped up there by El Mascara. And Gino and Brian Keith mixing it up inside the squared circle. We know these two men are no strangers to one another. And Gino, I'm sure, envies Brian Keith's current position as top dog here at Reality Wrestling. We might see a rodeo DDT. Wait a minute. Gino not being able to shift his weight. Oh, yes, he does. Gets the pin there. Oh, wait a minute. Well, obviously, Brian Keith had the foot on the bottom rope, from my vantage point, no less. But unfortunately, there has not been an instant replay rule added to the Texas State Athletic Commission, so we cannot review that fall. And Estelares is taking it to Brian Keith on the outside, and Gino taking advantage of El Mascara. Oh! Right on the apron. Sadi Bran is in there with Skyline. Gino out here with Brian Keith. Estelares stalking down El Mascara, but now he brings in the steel chair. Just a flat-out brawl going on in this six-man tag team match. 2 out of 3 falls. If Gino Estelares El Saibran gets another fall, they win the match. Oh my goodness! And right into that chair, Estelares Jr. goes into La Mascara. Gino and the Reality of Wrestling champion battling on the outside. Gino, though, going right into the turnbuckle. Going right into the post. And that's going to buy him the much-needed time to get back in this match as Estelares and El Mascara still battling on the outside. Oh! Gino kicking that middle rope. And going low on Brian Keith, whatever it takes. And now stepping on the fingers of the left hand of the Reality of Wrestling champion and just stomping on him. Gino again. You've heard of Ric Flair, but Gino might be the dirtiest player in today's game. Oh! And a closed right hand fist into the side of the dome of Brian Keith. Gino utilizing about 4.5 seconds of that 5 count. And El Mascara and Estelares Jr. still battling out in front of the commentary table. Action back inside the squared circle as Isaac Bouillon overseeing the bout between Brian Keith and Gino. Now Estelares back in the ring. Sahib Brad is back in the ring. And Brian Keith is to the outside. As these 3 men stand tall once again, El Mascara in the corner. Oh! Shots right to the midsection. Oh! El Mascara able to duck. Beautiful Hurricanrana to Estelares Jr. Oh, but a super kick from Gino. Skyline from the sky. Brian Keith. Oh, kick to Saibran. He might set him up for that side effect cover. Kick out after 2. El Mascara finding a way back in. Much to Estelares Jr.'s surprise. Beautiful springboard. Catching Estelares. Up and over though. As soon as El Mascara started to get the upper hand. Now tripping up Estelares Jr. Beautiful springboard moonsault cover. 1, 2, and a oh my goodness. We've seen El Mascara win many matches here in Reality of Wrestling with that very maneuver. Kick to Estelares. Beautiful corkscrew moonsault to the outside. Unfortunately, you got to be inside the squared circle to get the 3 count. Skyline. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Brian Keith, Skyline, and El Mascara get the second fall. Tied up 1-1. Gino going to check on Estelares Jr., telling him that we need to get back in this skyline. Brian Keith getting El Mascara. We're going to have the third and final fall in our main event coming up here on The Reality of Wrestling.
For over 13 years, the King of Solar Screens has been an industry leader, and we proudly use 100% American-made products. Home of the $55 any size, any color solar screen.
Well, what about arches?
$55.
What about circles?
$55.
What about rectangles?
$55.
Any size, any color, installed free. The King of Solar Screens, on time, every time.
Now can you dig that, sucker?
And we're back here on The Reality of Wrestling, the third and final fall in our main event of tonight's special show, Lucha Libre in Texas City. Saeed Bran and Skyline starting off the action in this third and final fall. Beautiful Hurricanrana from Skyline. Swing and a miss there. Up and over into the corner. Skyline blocks it. Kick to the jaw. Looks like he spit a tooth out. High risk. High reward. Beautiful Hurricanrana as Skyline. Momentum is on his side. Wow, look at that. And he's going up. Oh no, I thought he was going up and over there. Faked everybody out. Saeed Bran wants no part of the action. Gino steps in with Brian Keith. And here we go. This Reality of Wrestling rivalry being reignited in our main event. This is a match that might main event Summer of Champions later this year. Brian Keith looking for that rodeo DDT that won him the Reality Wrestling Championship. Gino had it countered. Big side kick to the dome. Gino's got him up on his shoulders in that fireman's carry position. What is he going to do with him? Oh, right into the top turnbuckle. Gino rolls through, but a super kick from Brian Keith. El Mascara and Estelares Jr. Estelares looking like he's seen a ghost. Oh, these two just trading chops back in the center of the ring. Oh, Estelares catches him. That might be all. Estelares go for the pin. Here we go. 1, 2, and a kick out after 2. Skyline, kick to the back. The low spine of Estelares Jr. Oh my gosh! What was that? That would have been all. A Hurricanrana inverted pile driver. And now Gino catching Skyline in that same fireman's carry position. Beautiful. Inverted TKO. 1, 2. Brian Keith's there to break up the pinfall in what was certain to be a win for Gino and his team in our main event. Oh. Gino felt that one. Oh my goodness. These two men just trading shots. Wait a minute, Gino wants us to get quiet. And a finger poke to the eyes as Brian Keith was awaiting the test. Beautiful spinning kick to Brian Keith from Gino. And a rodeo DDT! A rodeo DDT! Brian Keith caught him! Over cover! 2! Broken up there at the last possible moment. And a Hurricanrana. And a moonsault. Oh my goodness. And a dive to the outside. All 6 of these men putting it all on the line. Mascara from the sky. Brian Keith a stunner on the outside of Saibran. And I think we're gonna see it. El Mascara going up top. Is he gonna hit it? Perched up high. Beautiful shooting star press. Picture perfect. 2, 3, and they win. Brian Keith, Skyline, and El Mascara. And Gino hits the showers. Well, the Lone Ranger of the Row and the current Reality of Wrestling champion, along with his teammate Skyline and El Mascara, winning our main event at this very special edition of Reality of Wrestling, Lucha Libre in Texas City. I'm Brad Gilmore, and we will see you soon here at the Reality of Wrestling.